fellow Whovians, one and all, welcome to a special edition of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. In this episode, the Doctor is going to take on the multiverse, and we'll explain to you what that's going to be consistent of later. And we're doing this live from SD Who, for those of you who don't understand what SD means, San Diego Who Convention. We are live right now, right there at this location out there, and we've got a representative from that location, and we're going to be introducing our panelists in just a few moments. But let me go ahead and bring them on and go ahead and open up their microphones. And this is going to be a fun thing. We've done this before, and we're going to be doing it again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to our special guest, John Lee, and he is today the Master and Administrative Assistant of the Master. That's going to be helping participate in what we're going to be doing today. Now, we've done this before, so those of you who are familiar with it, you're going to have a good time. For those of you who are new to this, you're definitely going to have a good new time. John, how you doing there? Welcome. We're live.
Good morning, Christian. Thank you for having me on board. My name is John Leas. I am the programming director for San Diego WHOCon. In my spare time, when the master allows me to go off and do my own thing, and he's on one of his fabulous adventures. But we are here this weekend for our convention, and if anybody is interested in the San Diego area, please come on down. We will be doing panels and workshops until 4 p.m. this afternoon, San Diego time.
And I'm not mistaken. I think this is the second time we've interacted with SD Who all the way from lovely Florida. And Kevo, where are you at again?
Me?
Yeah, I forgot.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. God, I'm sorry. So we got Florida and New Jersey representing all the way on the East Coast, and we got John over there on the San Diego side representing the West Coast. Now, for those of folks who are not familiar, and promise you, Melanie's on here, so she's going to be getting to your chats. Tell us a little bit about SD Who, what it's about, and everything. We'll take care of that for you.
Sure. Is that a question from you, Christian?
Yeah.
Yes. San Diego WHOCon is, of course, our Doctor Who convention here in San Diego. It happens typically every October. We have a variety of different panels and workshops dedicated to Doctor Who and to science fiction and fantasy in general at times. Mm-hmm. We also have a number of different events over the days that people can enjoy. Today, for example, we'll have a Dungeons and Dragons Doctor Who mashup, which is the way we end our convention. So for this year's adventure, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but it's going to have a James Bond theme.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that a lot there. So how long have you been doing this convention, San Diego Who? How long has it been? Hello, Catherine.
Technically, it's our 7th year doing the convention. We did an online version of it back in 2020 when COVID hit. Of course. We have been in existence for those 7 years.
All righty. Well, John, thank you so much. Thank you. And if you would like to join in the chats, I see we've got Jim, we got Catherine, and some more people are joining us. And for those of you in the panel, you're more than welcome to join us out here. We'll give you a little bit of a teaser, well, actually a little test of what we're going to be doing here. So without further ado, what the story is behind what we're doing. The Master in the WHOniverse is sick and tired of losing to the Doctor. He's been trying to destroy the Doctor forever and is just not getting anywhere. So now the Master has entered the universe, our universe. So the Doctor is going to pick a hero from our universe. It could be from DC, it could be from Marvel, it could be anime, it could be from Star Trek, Star Wars, it could be anybody. But the Doctor is going to be reaching out to a hero of your choice. And we get to pick the Doctor that'll be fighting alongside your hero. In the meantime, at random, the Master is going to pick an enemy that your hero and the chosen Doctor will be taking on. And we're going to be talking about it a little bit more in story fashion about how we think things are going to down. Is the Doctor going to win? Is the Master going to win? Who knows? Well, we know John's take on everything. The Master's going to win all that. But that's what we're going to be arguing about. And you can join in the chat. You can, if you're in the panel, hey, you can join in the pick out here today. So without further ado, I'm going to go Kevo first. And we're going to bring in his hero. Kevin,
sure.
Who did you pick and why did you pick? This is the only time I'm going to let the groups go. Normally it's just one person, but we're going to let this group.
Well,
it's fine. It's fine.
Here's the thing. If you want to narrow it down to a singular member of this group, that would even be fine. But I wore my team on my chest. And when you said multiverse, a corner of the multiverse I would love to see Doctor Who touch is Power Rangers. their villains are already evil space aliens. So, like, for as much as there's magic, there's a lot of space in there already. I would love to see a TARDIS-shaped Zord in a
Mhm.
crossover with these people. If you want it to be, the team as a singular entity, if you want it to be one Ranger, like, obviously, huge fan of the Green Ranger. So, whatever direction you want it to
Oh,
go
I
in.
get. Got
But
it. So,
yeah,
okay, we got the Power
fun.
Rangers, but in particularly right there at the top, the Green Ranger. Now, here's how this game is going to be working. Kevo is going to pick a number between 1 and 20 for his doctor. Now, I must warn you, too, just because you pick a certain number, let's say
Right.
you pick 3, you're not going to end up with a third doctor, most likely. You're going to end up with another doctor with more chance of that. And then we're going to pick a number between 1 and 20 for the villain, that's your hero, the selected doctor, and now the villain that the master will be fighting with. So, Kevo, without further ado, pick a number between 1 and 20 to fight with the Green Ranger.
7.
7. Oh, wow. Okay. And for your villain, 1 through 20, Kevo.
16.
16. All right. Let's see this matchup. So, the Green Ranger, if I'm not mistaken, if the Green Ranger is going to be piling up. And now remember, there's 20 doctors out there, and I didn't say they were from the TV series, most likely, or they're from some other dimension. So we picked number 7, Kevo. Your Green Ranger is going to be going up the master with the movie doctor, Peter Cushing.
Okay.
Damn and blast! I would have wanted that. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So
Oh.
your Green Ranger is tying up with Peter Cushing. What do you think so far? What do you think of what's going
I
on
don't
now?
hate it. Love Cushing.
You
Interested.
love Cushing?
Mel, we can switch after the show. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm such
No,
a Cushing
Cushing.
apologist.
No, and I get it. I think that's great. I love that. Power Rangers is also something that's had multiple iterations like that. So I think it's kind of
Roger.
funny.
Got it there. So you picked number
It's my space alien.
16. And of course, I probably was a little biased around the time of year that we're pulling up particular villains. But not only did I pick, you picked 16, you picked Dracula. But not only a particular Dracula,
Wait.
the Nicolas Cage Dracula.
Oh, these are just okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Why not? This isn't just a multiverse thing. This is like basically when Disney has now bought everything, so we can just play with every person on the chessboard. Okay, cool.
Melanie, how do you think that little fight's going to go down?
Well, first of all, I'm upset that which Dracula it is, because here we have Cushing, and it would have been just amazing if he had been against
Kept with the hammer stuff, right?
Yes, that would have been if you went so leaned into so much of the hammer horror, I would have been I'm jealous right now. But anyway.
Okay, but Cushing against Nicolas Cage would have been fascinating. There's so many performances throughout time that we have been robbed of, but that would be uncanny to watch.
I got to admit that I was kind of disappointed in the Renfield movie, but yeah, Nicolas Cage as Dracula, come on. It's like Nicolas Cage as Superman. Everybody was begging for that, and nobody got it. So
You've got the Cushing
except
doctor.
for that one movie.
You've got Nicolas Cage as Dracula, and you've got the Green Power
Ranger.
Right in the zenith of that 90s Rangers. There will be no piece of scenery left unchewed. I'm going to be quiet now because I want to hear it.
I feel like I've infected you. This is the kind of nonsense we would come up with on X's for show, honestly. This is just some complete blender of pop culture, and I am loving it. I would love to see a when did it come out? The 70s is when Cushing Doctor was. I'd love to see that version of a Megazord. Absolutely.
I think it was 60s, John, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was right after.
It was really that close?
I think so. If somebody wants to look it up and put it in the chats, that'd be great.
I have the VHS over there, but I'll be
Gotcha.
to go get it.
So, Kevin, would you pay a ticket to watch that movie? Would you watch that streaming happening? Green Ranger, Peter Cushing, and Nick Cage. Would you pay money for that?
Yes. Yes. I really
like,
would. I don't know if it got any weirder if I would. But Cushing is so great. I've never seen any of his Doctor except for in pictures, but like he's a great performer, and I'm not, that sensitive about stuff like that. So I'm sure he's great.
Okay.
Nick Cage, hilarious. Them playing off Power Rangers, I'm in.
So I'll pose this question to you, Kevin, in just a second, but I got to ask John first. How's it going to go down, John, with the master and everything?
Well, speaking for the master, of course, he will be pleased and upset at the same time. He and Peter Christian just had lunch a couple of days ago, and
Oh, God.
he met the Doctor several thousand years ago. I understand from him in his discussions that Doctor has a dark side.
Uh-huh.
But now, as far as Nicolas Cage, that will upset the master. He does not like to be upstage on screen. So,
is it really, Roger? My video is unclear. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Let me. I apologize. Well, it could be also me because I'm a little pinkish from yesterday. We did some filming with Dalek Cow, and you can catch us on our YouTube channel, as you can see scrolling at the bottom. So we got in for Kevo. Now we've got Melanie. Melanie, who was your choice and why?
I'm excited.
Okay, so I decided I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, and I was trying to push myself to not do somebody that was not a Jedi. I'm like, do not pick a Jedi, do not pick a Jedi. So I decided to go to somebody who had the epitome of a, to me, could have been a Jedi, because there was a kindness, there's this warriorship about the person, there's an intelligence about this person, and he will always be a commander in my heart.
Got it.
And that was Benjamin Sisko from the Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
This man, to me, he's
the
Sisko. I adore. This will always be my favorite leader. I mean, I always remember eventually he became captain, but he's commander in my heart. And I mean, spoiler alert, he ends up ascending because he ends up being. Remember, at the very end, he ends up becoming like an ethereal
He's
kind of
working
being
hard in a celestial temple.
Exactly. So to me, that man's a Jedi. This man has become one with the Force. He is, and it's Star Trek. But I always loved this. His character to me was just. I loved his moral compass. I loved the fact that he was very. It was a very. He wouldn't expect. He would inspect. He would always and he would try to understand different sides of things, and I just always adored this character. I always thought that, and always loved the heck out of him having the baseball, and then his own relationship with his father, and then his relationship with his son. So anyway, if I'm gonna go to war against the Doctor Who big bad and all his crazy zaniness, and or Missy, him, her, they, whatever. Because Missy's amazing. Oh, I would have loved to see Sisko with Missy. Anyway, maybe that'll happen. I think that he's the calmer head that would prevail until he doesn't need to be calm anymore. This is the man that where push comes to shove, he has no problem shoving. So let's go. That's where I want to go with.
But speaking of where we're going to go with, Melanie, it's your turn. Pick a number between 1 and 20 to initiate the Doctor that will be helping Ben.
Let's go with number 15.
Number 15. And pick your villain.
Let's go with number 3.
Can't believe you didn't pick 9 for either of them.
Okay.
I'm terrible. I know. Deep Space Nine.
So,
no.
I did this in honor of his passing. I know many people may not know about him particularly, but they know his work, and I wanted to have 20 doctors in here. So Melanie, Benjamin Sisko is going to be taking the master on with the alternate third Doctor, Big Finish.
We're going
David
Big
Warner.
Finish.
We went Big Finish, and I'm bringing in the third Doctor alternate with David Warner's Doctor. What do you like about that so far?
It's now we've both got. You know what? This can work because his Doctor was that same kind of a Sisko kind of person. He was very cool-headed. Because I've only listened to one of his. in Big Finish. So, but Warner always had that gravitas.
Yeah.
That way, I always felt that same thing as Avery Brooks had whenever they brought any type of character to life. There was a certain, like I said, a gravitas. Whenever they would speak, it was more clear, concise. I think together his doctor was also very methodical, which I don't know if it would be. I don't know if there would actually be a kind of a conflict there too, because it's kind of like having two characters that are so similar helping one another and that they could actually get in each other's way. So now I'm kind of intrigued by this, because either they could be a force to be reckoned with, or they would actually undermine one another, not in a wanting to like overstep one another.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong about this. As far as the interpretation of David Warner, his doctor is very British.
Yes,
I think that's the best way I could put it. He's very calm. He's very relaxed. I meant he could see an explosion. He's just like, he doesn't run or get excited. He's like, okay, that happened.
But he was also very much he, and this is where I think it won't work well, is that with Cisco, he knows he's in command. He knows he's the leader. He's got a lot of burden upon his shoulders, and he's going to take those risks and everything that he's going to calculate himself. Good or for bad, he's ready to burden that responsibility. Warner's doctor was very similar in that, and how you're saying like British. So it would be another doctor that's, I'm in command. I'm going to take, I'm going to burden all this. But when you have two chefs in the kitchen, I don't know if this would work. Let's see which villain would have to deal with. Honestly, I think that whoever's the villain, if they're smart enough to divide and conquer, they would actually win this.
You picked number 3 as the villain,
picked number
correct?
3.
You picked number 3.
Now I'm wishing I picked number 9, but okay, go ahead.
Oh, you see these?
No, because
I said 9. Yeah, Deep Space
Okay.
Nine.
So, without further ado, the alternate third Doctor and Ben Sisko are going to have a really hard time going up against this character.
Gone
Thanos.
Snap me. No, he would win.
You think Thanos would win?
He would. He intellectually, he's smart enough to divide and divide and conquer.
Well, John agrees with you. I'm sure that's no problem. I'm trying to find a.
Okay, so
with or without a full gauntlet.
Okay,
is it just Thanos?
Well, let's just say he doesn't have the stones. Let's say he doesn't have the stones yet. Let's say he's assembling stones.
Okay.
Without Marvel,
Maybe not.
It's just Ben and the third Doctor going after him.
I don't know.
I'm
so terrible. I'm actually thinking that my Cisco and my alternate third Doctor would lose, because that's the greatest thing about Thanos as a villain. And that was the thing about all Marvel villains are really, really, well, not all, but most of them, 99% of them, they don't think they're villains. Great villains don't think they're villains. Great villains think they're doing something very altruistic, that they're doing the greater good, and he thought he was doing the best thing in the world because he's going to save the world and and he's smart. That's the problem. He's also very smart. He would probably see that the two of them are confident.
See, I would think the third Doctor.
Story where it's going to be just. They just lost.
Here's my thing. I would think the third Doctor, being who he is, and he's an alternate Doctor, I think he would grab Ben and take him out of the universe and try to plot and plan everything. They may even come up with the idea of going back in time and trying to get all the stones away out of existence so that Thanos would never get that glove symbol. That's just me on that. How Ben works in it, I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's actually good. I don't think that would be the plot. I think the whole plot of it really wouldn't be Thanos and trying to get the Infinity Stones and everything else. This would be just Thanos in any other series, because let's face it, he was a character that wasn't just in Infinity Gauntlet or Infinity Wars, or he popped up here and there and everywhere. No, I think I think it would make a really good story because it would be very similar to how we saw Thanos portrayed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that you're gonna lose big because this is a big bad that has a brain and has brawn and has everything behind him to actually win and get whatever goal he wants to do. And if that goal is to help the Master eradicate the Doctor, he's going to be really good at it. But I think the two of them would take one heck of a lump, but then maybe they would realize cooler heads prevailed.
Oh, I think there would be damage. There would be some really damage, but I think cooler. Like you said, the two of them have cooler heads, so cooler heads prevail, and I think that's where you're going to get them in a victory. There were those. Remember that moment where I don't. Maybe it doesn't work here. I'm thinking like the second and third Doctor and the three Doctors when they challenged Omega, they got him hot-headed. I would think those two would figure out a way to do it in that respect, and
I think if you paired Cisco, no matter, let's say that it wasn't the David Warner Doctor, let's say it was any other Doctor that you had pulled. I think no matter what, story-wise, would make a good story, even then, there was going to be a matter of strategy, and it would be a difference of strategy. I think no matter what Cisco's strategy would be different than any of the other Doctors, especially in this case, Warner's Doctor. And then that would be where Thanos would take advantage of that.
Well, I'm going to do my pick in a second there, but John, if there's anybody in the audience who wants to come up and do it, or if they're more being entertained watching this than doing it, they're more than welcome to come up and discuss.
Let me ask the humans in the crowd: is there anybody interested in coming up?
Come on in.
And providing an opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Come on up here.
Heroes and villains.
Well, come over here.
We'll explain it there.
On the camera.
Into the hot seat.
But I can tell you.
Yes, I like that.
Please have a seat, human.
He's got
from the Master's perspective, he is thrilled with these choices. An ally who will help him take over the universe. He'll run rings around the third Doctor. But then there's Benjamin Sisko. When he and I have done our Star Trek binges together, he admires the Captain a great deal. In fact, we have to remember Benjamin Sisko is responsible for bringing the Romulans into the Dominion War.
That's true.
Great potential.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because Sisko can.
But
he's a justifying the means captain. He will,
yes,
he will do it.
Your choices.
God, what my friend, the 11th Doctor? What's your name?
My name's Frank.
Frank, welcome.
So, were you asking for an opinion on this team up or
yes.
a?
Sure, Frank. In a nutshell, you're going to pick a hero of any kind from our universe, not the WHOniverse, but from our universe. It could be anybody from Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Marvel, DC, anybody you want, or somebody outside. And what's happening is the Master is going to try to defeat your hero with the Doctor of our choice and the villain of our choice. So the Master's teaming up with a villain here in our world, and we're going to let you help pick and decide how that's going to play out. So for a starter, do you have a hero in mind that you'd like to play with? Is there a hero that comes up and goes, hey, this is the hero I want to fight with the Doctor?
The one that comes to mind is Luke Skywalker in his 20s or 30s.
Okay. So we're talking the original trilogy Star Wars down there. So what I'm going to do is, for you, Frank, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 20. I'm going to tell you who Luke is going to be pairing up to fight the Master.
I'd say I'll go with 10.
10, okay. Well, Luke Skywalker is going to be blonde on blonde because Luke is going to be taking with the 5th Doctor
nice
to fight the Master. Yeah, this is an interesting take. We got the blondies
and celery.
Lightsaber, I love. That's going to be a book somewhere. I got it. Lightsabers and celery down there. So tell us what you think so far, Frank. You've got Luke Skywalker and the 5th Doctor paired up together. How do you think that's
confident?
Yeah, that's definitely quite a good combo.
Now you said Luke in the 20s, 30s. Are we talking like with the Legends books, Heir of the Empire, that Luke Skywalker?
Splinter.
Well, it's just generically, I
Okay.
don't agree
Yeah.
with the portrayal of Luke from movies 7 to 9.
Okay.
Nope. We're good. I'm
We're
just trying to
good.
get a good idea of the Luke that's been in my head since I've been reading Zahn stuff. That's where I'm thinking this is the same kind of Luke. Yeah, I'm with you. That's just what I'm just trying to get a good idea of what Luke looks like with the Fifth Doctor. So I'm right there with you.
Alrighty. So Frank, tell us a number between 1 and 20. What villain are the Fifth Doctor and Luke Skywalker going to take on?
Okay, so which numbers have already been taken? I need
You can take any number between 1 and 20. If it's a repeat number, we're just going to move it to the next villain in line.
Yeah. Makes sense.
In that case, I'll go with villain 20.
You're going full on 20.
You roll a 20.
And 20.
You rolled
All
a
right.
20. Well, if you're going big, you're going big. They're going to be taking on somebody really hungry.
What? What is this list?
Luke and the Fifth Doctor are going to have celery, fava beans, and a Chianti. Yes. So, Frank, how do you think of that? What was the movie title that you came up with, Kevo? It's lightsabers and celery.
Yeah.
That's going to be the new
And
book
fava
in the Hannibal series.
Fava beans.
Fava beans. So, Frank, what do you think about your story right there? How do you think it's going to go? John's like a big smile.
Turn it into a horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that was the choice. It's random, and there's no takebacks, right?
Well, not at this moment, but I mean, this is what do you think is the fun part?
What's that?
What do you think is gonna? How do you think this is gonna take down? Do you think the Master's gonna win? Do you think the Doctor's gonna win?
Well, I think the Doctors would win because despite the partnership with, there's always a chance that Hannibal could double cross the Master, and the Master would be aware of that. So
That's a good point.
True.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
And Luke, there's no way either of the characters would fall for any of Lecter's psychotics.
Mm-hmm.
No way would fall.
What do you think, John? Do you think Johnson's tastes like chicken? What's going on out there?
Of course, the Master and Hannibal Lecter are going to win. They are just going to do so much psychological damage to the Fifth Doctor and to Luke. They'll probably convert him to the dark side in less than an hour. So, I mean, it's going to be fabulous.
No!
This will be part of the Master's entourage moving forward. This is just marvelous. And then we'll probably just make sure we dump on the Lecter and insane asylum at some point.
Gotcha. And if anybody in the chat wants to come in, go for it down there. I got to pick John. Is there anybody else in the panel who'd like to come up? Frank, thank you so much. Have an awesome day over at SD Who. Appreciate you coming.
The team has one last thing.
Yeah.
Or rather than have Asylum dump, the Master probably has Luke do the full evil test and skewer.
Oh, even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Even better.
He wants to do the Kylo. That's all I can put it out there. Yep, we got an alert. There you go. Fine. There you go.
Sorry, Rutherford.
It is fine.
He's also loud.
So if anybody's brave enough, they're more than welcome to come up over here. But John, I'm going to put you to the test because I made a pick. But you're going to pick the numbers for me because today, if anybody knows about that, if anybody's a Back to the Future fan, today is Doc Brown's birthday. It is Christopher Lloyd. He is a very, very, very well-defined wine of 85 years old. And I hope he gets another 85 years. And there's the Traveling TARDIS in his hand. So I'm putting Doc Brown up to the challenge out there. John, you're going to help me put that little assembly together. So Doc Brown is my hero. Pick a number between 1 and 20 so we can see which Doctor pair up we're going to be having today.
Very well. I will choose number 12.
Number 12. I would just get these two in a discussion debate. I'll just let them talk to each other. Here's number 12. There we go. Yeah.
Same face.
Oh, different package. It's a yeah, because I just I harken back to when Troughton and Pertwee would have their little discussions and verbal fights out there. So I'm saying that Doc versus Doctor, if they can get their act together, maybe they can take down the Master. So we got the second Doctor and Doc Brown together taking on the Master. So who is the enemy that you're picking there, John?
Let us go with the number 3.
Oh. Okay. I would pay for the streaming service, Kevo. I would definitely pay for the streaming service. They would be dark helmets. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that would be the look he would have the entire time, because it would be Brown and Troughton just outwitting each other, just pontificating one after the other, and then he would just be like, Darth Helmet would
me
just kind of
too.
be like, okay, bye, I gotta go.
Gotta go. Oh my God. What do you think, John? You think that the Master has a chance with Dark Helmet?
Well, of course, the Master has a chance with Dark Helmet. Sometimes we do have to carry the team on our shoulders, I guess. I'm sure we can come up with a plan to get them talking about gadgets and gizmos and God knows what else, and they will forget all about us as we destroy the world and take over the universe.
It would be the funniest episode, though. This would be leaning heavily into comedy, and I'm here for it.
Gotcha. Jim says, mine will be any alien with main thought ability, and I'll choose number 10 and 8. Can you give me more of a specific, like, alien? Which alien would you want to pair up with the Doctor out there? And I'll play your numbers out in just a moment once we get something more specific for me, Jim. But yeah, it definitely, I would stream this. I would watch this whole series live.
I'm wondering if the Master thought that he was grabbing somebody that would be helpful to him to, take on, his arch nemesis, and then all of a sudden you get Darth Helmet.
Well, we do need to say he did look good on film, so perhaps that was the reason why the Master would pick him.
I want him in his sand, the Tatooine kind of deal-y that he had, where he's wearing the pith helmet and all that.
Yes.
I want that.
With the goggles.
He's putting his hand up. Well, Melina, I'm hoping Melina will catch on in just a few moments. So if not, we'll get to her pick. And if anybody in the chats, by all means, go ahead and throw it down out there. John, did you have a pick? Is there somebody you would like to bring up?
Oh gosh,
Hero-wise?
Well, obviously, I can't choose anybody that would fight the Master. Perhaps I can choose. Let's see. Who could I come up with? What I know he would
come up with something that you think the Master would love to just.
That's
like, you know what? You've just angered me watching you in any type of thing.
A challenge. That's what he wants most.
He wants a challenge.
He wants a challenge.
I have a backup. What
hero would the Master like to take down a peg?
Let's see here now. Oh, he's always liked mechanical creatures to an extent. Let's go with Optimus Prime.
Ooh.
Oh. Got it. Okay, so we got the hero Optimus Prime. So John, between 1 and 20, pick me a Doctor.
Let's see here. Let us go with the number 19.
Number 19. That's an interesting choice. And what would be the villain?
Let's see. The villain. Let us go with the number 1.
Ooh.
Okay, so Optimus Prime is going to scoop up the 8th Doctor.
Sure.
We got Paul McGann and Optimus Prime talking at like very pleasant levels to each other. So,
is this the movie 8, or is this 8 like from Big Finish and?
I'm gonna say movie 8. He just regenerated. He just got his act together. We just met the Master out there. Believe it or not, when I was Googling pictures of the Doctor, if you notice, there's a trend. I put Doctor Who, the number, and then angry face. These were all the angry faces that I got. So angry face, 8th Doctor. And if I'm not mistaken, you said the number 1. So Optimus Prime and the Eighth Doctor are going to climb the towers of a particular Die Hard movie to go under Hans Gruber.
Ooh, this could be problematic. Two
This could be
powers with goatees. This could be dangerous.
could be
Probably
messy.
just walks in through Nakatomi Plaza and just walks in. Like, what do we need?
You take down the building out there. So tell us your story, John. What do you think is going to end up with that little combination? I know you're rooting for the
I think
match.
this is going to be marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Just like with Hannibal Lecter, a man whose brilliance cannot match the Masters, of course, but still,
Hey, that.
they can have a nice glass of wine as they plot the destruction of Optimus and the Eighth Doctor.
Do you even think they would get along, or do you think their egos are so big that they would not even?
Oh, it's fine. They'll get along. I mean, if push comes to shove, literally, the Master will push him off a ledge. So,
Exactly.
Got it there. Melina's still trying to get in, and I think she's having. She says she's
Oh,
got a storm in there.
and just to let you know, I did just get a text on my universal cell phone. The Master actually will be coming to your event here in a few minutes.
Okay.
He's decided to join
Fantastic.
us.
Awesome there. So Melina's coming in, and hopefully the storms will clear up for her to come in. Did you guys have another pick that you want? I do have a pick, and I'll leave him be if you guys have another idea you want to challenge out there. Plus, Jim says, hello, Whovians on YouTube from Doctor Who at 60. And Jim says, I can't think offhand. He's still trying to, but how about the one that designated the entire race of aliens and the next generation? Oh, Jim, I don't know what that one is. I mean, if you can give me the specifics, we'd really like to do it there, but then I'll get your numbers too out there. But did you three have another one that you want to throw out there?
I'm trying to think of one for Jim in that vein.
Because I do have a backup if you want to test him out.
I mean, if you want to give your backup,
Yeah, go ahead.
got
Give your
it.
backup.
lock and loaded.
Here comes a lock and loaded. Just because I've been watching the TV series over and over again, we're going to bring on Gregory.
Right? Perfect.
Just because, and you know what?
Christian, are you sure he's a hero and not a villain instead?
I would.
Anti-hero?
He really walks the anti-hero rope, but he saves people's lives, even though it's usually unethical out there. So,
Okay, so the Master.
It's not like he's Walter White, so you know.
Okay, so the Master has decided to do away with House, and which Doctor is going to help House defeat
Since
the
you're-
Master and whoever his baddie is going to be.
since you're asking the question, Melanie, I'll let you pick the number.
Two.
2. I like the way you think, Melanie. So it's going to be House and the War Doctor. Yeah.
Nice.
It's going to be John Hurt and Hugh Laurie at their pinnacle best. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
I love that little ditty take. And it'll be really cool to watch these two interact. And the way that John Hurt played the War Doctor, he was just kind of like passive, and a pacifist is like, I'm not doing any of this nonsense out there. So, Kevo, who are they fighting?
13.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries there. This is Kevo. I would say you would stream this. I think you paid money for this. You ready?
Yeah.
They're going to take on Michael Myers.
What? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know what? This is actually really, really kind of different because you've got two people who are really forward. They've maxed out on the intelligence. And here's Michael Myers, where his is all just
Yeah. And
force, that kind of thing. So it's like
He's just constant rage. He doesn't die. I mean, he's just a bad penny that just keeps showing up out
he's
there.
got a 10 in dexterity. I mean, this is
Yeah, exactly. So you got the meeting of the big minds. You got an actual doctor who can, figure out things, with a war doctor who's kind of passive, with a maniac who just won't go away. So I know John's happy.
Oh yes, this is going to be good old-fashioned fun for them. Do cyber improvements here and there. Maybe attach
you don't think the master's going to walk in and Michael Myers is already trying to stab him before they even get together?
I mean, who doesn't want to kill a robot? Let's just admit it.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Doctor, if you want to play, the question is you pick a hero that we're going to select a doctor to fight with to take on the master with a villain in our universe. So you pick a hero that's not part of the universe, meaning that you can't pick Romana, you can't pick Katie Manning, you can't pick Sarah Jane Smith, you can't pick any of them. You have to pick something from our universe.
It's a 2-on-2 fight.
Like Superman.
All right.
Now
Jim says,
Dr.
go
Sue.
ahead and say whatever alien that you like for me, please. Thank you.
Okay. Good alien.
Good alien. Mork from Mork and Mindy.
You know what? Why not? Go for it.
We got Mork
What
from
doctor?
Mork. We got Mork from Mork. So, Jim, that's what you're going to. We got
I picked it too.
Robin
Jim-
Williams there. So, again,
What
John,
happens when you give them control?
He picked
no.
10 first.
Melanie, which doctor is Mork fighting
10.
with?
Jim
10.
picked 10.
Jim picked 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see these guys. Yeah, Mork's going to fight with the fugitive.
Oh.
Nonsense
I love
versus
it.
no nonsense.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
a
Nonsense
fight.
versus no nonsense.
Gotcha.
She would swing between no patience to being completely charmed by him.
Like, are you,
It would be one or the
Yes.
other at
are
all
you
times.
just
Yes.
idiots? Can you shut up? John, which villain are you going to send in to fight with the master?
Well,
Let's see. Let us go
Well-
with the lucky number 7.
You really want number 7?
Is it that? If not, I'll pick another number.
It's going to be a very interesting
I
fight.
was gonna say Jim had number. Okay.
Yeah. Bring on Dolores.
Random.
Oh, he might actually like that.
Melina, we got you online. We'll get you next. I'm sorry.
Master? Oh yeah.
So tell us the takedown on those guys out there. Melina, I got your hero there.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah, we can
yes,
hear you.
ma'am.
You're fine.
Okay,
I know
I
you
am
can-
so sorry. It's thundering.
No.
I-
It's all good. You're fine.
We'll do yours next because I know you've got a storm, and just in case we get cut off, I really wanted you to get in there.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
me too. I'm sorry. If it goes out, I'm so sorry. The power went out. It's thundering, and I'm really
Oh, we
sorry.
understand.
No, you're good.
I'll tell you what. We'll get back to the ones that we took. So what we'll do is this. Melina, tell us, and thank you for coming back. Welcome back. After,
No, thank you.
welcome.
After 110 years. Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Melina, here's your choice. Tell us who it is and why you picked this person to go fight with the doctor.
Goku.
Yeah, she didn't like that. Yeah, it's Goku.
Is it Dragon Ball Z Goku?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Goku, or well, either the Dragon Ball Z Super, like the Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
I think that will be a whole lot of I guess a more interesting fight if there is gonna be a fight, because I'm not sure how the doctor can actually fight. I mean, I know he knows some martial arts. I mean, or I don't know if he's gonna be like the 12th Doctor with a spoon. If he's gonna use a spoon against Goku, I don't think that's gonna work. Hey guys, but can you imagine that? I don't think it's possible, though. Goku's not really a villain type. Goku is a pacifist, though he loves to fight.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't think.
Well,
I love the doctor, but I don't think he's gonna win.
Well, Melina, we got to pick a doctor and we got to pick a villain. So between 1 and 20, we randomly are picking your doctor that's going to be fighting with Goku. So who is it going to be?
Let's see.
Just pick a number.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
picking.
pick a number 10.
10. Okay. Just in case, because we're going to get cut off. Wow, this is going to be an interesting fight.
So you've got 9 and Goku. Okay.
9 and Goku.
So they're
are
fighting
going to war.
together.
They're fighting together, or they're fighting
They're on
each
the
other
same
to fight
side.
together.
Yeah, they're on the same side, which
think,
works.
I can
I
just
think
see
it could
Eccles.
work.
I
Because
see Eccleston
Nine
going.
work.
I can see
9
Eccles.
has sort of like a Vegeta-ish kind of attitude. Maybe it could work.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
He's
Like I
not
said-
going to be opposed to throwing to throwing punches. So we're good here.
Well, the thing is, it's I just see Eccleston going, "What the hell are you supposed to be?" You know, like, right to
But
his
even then,
face.
both him and
Faces
Goku
and
though
all.
are going to be. It's going to be when push comes to shove. They're going to try avoid fighting until they have to fight.
All
So
right,
let's see
Sandy.
who.
Melina,
Let's see what
1
the
through
master brought.
20. What did the master select as the villain to fight with?
I'm sorry. Can you the master what?
No,
Another
you pick
number.
Another number.
Another number
Another
between
number?
1 and 20. This
Yeah.
is going to be the villain the master fights with.
Oh wow. Let's pick 12.
You pick 12. Oh, I went a little bit gamey on this one. So this is going to be
Okay.
fun. Lady Demetrescu.
Oh my gosh.
And for the record, I want the mod in play where the hat keeps getting bigger every time we see her.
So we got Groku and 9 against the Lady Demetrescu and the Master. So Melina, who do you think is going to win that battle?
I'm sorry, but I'm not being biased, but I'm gonna say Goku. I think Goku and I mean I love my doctor, obviously. But it's just we're talking about Goku.
Yes.
And
Well, I mean, I watch gamers play the video game and take on Lady Demetrescu, and she's no slouch as far as
no,
fighting
she's
herself. So I'm
not.
just like, yeah,
and
just like,
she's
whoa.
like super. I don't know how tall she is, but she's taller than Goku. Let's just put it that way.
Mhm.
She's
Gotcha.
taller than Goku, but yeah, I don't. But I still am gonna go with Goku. He will find it challenging, and that's what he likes. He likes to battle. He's a Saiyan after all, but I think Goku's gonna win.
Gotcha.
I think Lady Demetrescu is a really good villain for the master to pick.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know it's actually got brains and the fighting ability, so she's more well balanced. So she's not leaning heavily into one aspect of her. I don't know.
I
of
want
what
to
her powers are.
see 9 and Demetrescu flirt. You know what I'm talking about? It's flirtatious
Yes.
fighting. It's like, I'm going to take you out, baldy man, or something like that. Something of that nature out there.
That would be probably more like 10 and because 10 is I guess he's a little flirty-ish and
I get you.
they'll probably be like, trying to flirt each other with, with their looks and all that, but it's gonna be like a love-hate relationship. I mean, knowing 10's a little bit flirty-ish personality, so I'm interested in seeing that though. But I'll still go with Goku. I think he'll win. He'll be cut for sure. I think it's gonna be a challenge, but
yes, we have a master.
We have a master.
Excellent.
I understand you've been discussing my dismissal.
Well,
from
we're
the-
trying to take you down, Master. We're trying to take you down. So hopefully
So
we've
awesome.
done. Have you heard about what this game's all about, my Master?
I have not, but you will
Okay.
tell me now.
Gotcha.
Convey everything to
Well,
me.
I will
Great.
do that for you without the hypnosis thing.
Uh,
We found out that you are having a hard time fighting the Doctor in the WHOniverse. So you have left the WHOniverse into our universe to find a villain to pair up with, and we are using our friends here to select a hero per particular Doctor that they will be fighting with. So just so that you can play the game there, Master, is it what ideal hero would you like to fight that's not in the WHOniverse? And you have a pick of anything. You can pick from DC, Marvel, Star Trek, Star Wars, anything, Red Dwarf. What villain, what hero would you love to fight in our universe?
Yeah, what hero?
I think. Let me cogitate on this for a moment. There is Thanos. I like him.
You already got him already, Master.
But he's not a hero.
Oh.
A hero that you would like to take on in our universe.
Well, I thought that
Well,
that
from
was
our perspective.
from our perspective.
Thanos
Oh,
is a
that's
hero.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You know, he's trying to save the universe by
Okay,
sacrificing.
well,
How about
what-
Darth Vader, Master?
Darth Vader would.
He would be a good hero.
Yes, he would. He has. Although I kind of like this Emperor because he has more control.
Oh, wait a minute. We
All right.
have to talk about these humans.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hero. Hero.
What villain would you like to fight, my master?
I'm a hero. Oh, I only do good things. All right, so let me see what I heroes. Let's see. Perhaps Superman.
So, the Man of Steel himself.
Is
there a particular incarnation? Do you want the Nick Cage? Do you want Henry Cavill? Do you want Christopher Reeve? Or you don't care?
I do like Christopher Reeve's Superman quite particularly. He kind of reminds. He's such a do-gooder. It's hard to not like him. I want to hate him so much.
Okay.
But he's so charming.
Excellent. So we're going to roll the dice to see where which Doctor Superman will be taking on. So pick a number between 1 and 20, my master, and we will tell you which Doctor you will be taking on with Superman.
17.
17. Wow. Well, you're going to get a new version of the Doctor. We picked the 14th Doctor that you and Superman will be battling. New Doctor.
Why does he have to do the same face again?
I know. He's got it at least.
And they've done that. Oh my. Oh well, I suppose we'll have to do it. We don't have to deal with that Rose person anymore, do we?
We have a different Rose this time.
Oh, good.
I believe
there is Rose.
There is a Rose. It's a different type of Rose.
Oh, a Rose by any other name, I suppose.
Now, Master, you get to pick between 1 and 20 the hero that will be fighting with you to take on Superman and the 14th Doctor. Which number do you pick?
Hero. Well, we went to the DC universe. Perhaps we went to the Marvel universe, but that was next. Perhaps we will go with Harry Potter.
Well, it would be a number between 1 and 20. We're going to tell you which hero.
Numbers. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's been a long day.
It was a long, late party in the. Nice. Ronnie came by, and it was one of those things. So we're better not to talk about it, right? And River was there. Shh. Because River's fun at a party.
Oh, good Lord. I'm going to have a lot of cleaning to do.
Which number do you pick, Master?
13.
13.
It's such a lucky number.
Oh. This is going to hurt. You're playing with Anakin Skywalker.
No.
You have Anakin on your side.
As well, he does have potential.
Well, there's one thing we can contest. Yes. They only called you Master, not him. So
that's true. You did not get on the council, did you? No, you didn't, little Anakin. But that's why you're evil, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Now you can join me as your master. Since your other one kind of, fell down a thing and all that. Sorry, spoilers.
I am sorry to interrupt, but the master has a very busy schedule today.
Oh, I understand. I totally understand. Thank you so much for joining us down there. But what do you think of your pick? You're going to be taking on Superman, the 14th Doctor, and your partner is Anakin Skywalker. How do you think that's going to go down?
Not so well.
Oh, no. Why?
Well, unless we qualify the Force as magic.
It will work.
It's just like it's gonna. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Trade it for Mr. Mystical. Mixie, whatever his name is.
Gosh.
That one. He's magic. Or Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's rude.
Hero, right? Doctor Strange. I'll take him.
Oh my God.
Well, he's not exactly a hero anymore, is he? He's on my side.
Why?
I like Doctor Strange.
He doesn't have any etheric beam locators. I'm so sorry, 60. No, he doesn't.
All right. Well, Doctor, you have that appointment with the League of People.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So
you may live for another day.
Well, thank you very much. So, but I leave you with the master. He's going to say his goodbye.
Goodbye, Master. Thank you for coming.
And don't let the TARDIS door hit your ass on the way out.
I think it did.
All right.
God,
John, do you
that
want to
was
do one more? I know we're coming to the
Yeah,
end.
we have to start. I've got the next panel getting ready to come in. So.
Oh, okay. Are we done? Are you good? Good. Okay. Well, what did you think, John? Did you have a good time out there?
Oh, it was wonderful. Again, if you and the rest of the crew want to do this again, just let me and Mark know, and we'll see if we can arrange a time to come on board.
Oh, yes.
After all, I am in LA, so.
If you're in the San Diego location, you're Whovian, you need to be coming to this. You got to be coming out over here to SD Who. Please go ahead and check them out. Today's their last day. So, and we had a great time with this. I can't wait to do this again next year. So, John, thank you so much for making us a part of your Whoniverse out there. And thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you all. I really appreciate it. And I hope we get to do this again.
We would love to do this again. John, thank you so much. Have a good time and break a leg out.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. I'll talk with you later.
Go ahead.
I got to get up in the next panel.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Whatever you need to do. Bye.
That was so
And then-
much fun.
Okay, awesome.
That was John from SD Who. I meant, did you want to see the other picks that were brought on to the villain and the doctors, or you want to save them for next time? I'm sure I'll have a whole plethora of new villains and some stuff, but they're ones I really want to at least show people as like they were going to be eventually.
You're just so proud.
Well, I went completely bonkers on Google and just like, let's go for this. So you guys interested to see what other villains that didn't make the cut? You got it there. So the ones that unfortunately didn't make the cut, the Black Knight from the Holy Grail, Evil. It's the only person who's in both categories, Evil and a doctor category. Evil from Time Bandits. Negan from The
Wow.
Walking Dead would have been interesting. The Headless Horseman.
But specifically, the Tim Burton headless.
Yeah.
Specifically,
Okay.
That was a group. Yeah.
I told you this was kind of biased because of the time of year. So here's the Wicked Witch.
Of course.
I was shocked that nobody picked this, but here's Vecna. Would have been
Oh,
Ooh,
That
okay.
would have been a tough one. Loki was brought up
of course.
because I just found that Kevo had so much interest in the Power Rangers. Rita was
Awesome.
That's hilarious.
and because Optimus Prime was chosen, why not? We got Megatron up here. And last but not least, I picked this for personal reasons, Captain Hook, and it's the Dustin Hoffman version. So these are our honorable mentions that didn't quite make the cut, but I'm sure somewhere along the Whoniverse, or our universe, I should say, they will be picked. So I'm glad you guys had a good time. What did you think of the game, guys? I would really love to do this next year. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I do, and when it's not hurricane season.
No, I get it. I
Always-
get it. You
Always
need to
one of my
stay
favorites
safe.
to
You
play.
need to hunker down. I know, but thank you so much for coming on, Malia. We can come
No,
back on,
thank you
please.
guys so much. Again, this is I sorry for the TMI. I started crying actually because when the power went out, I was like, no, please, this is one time finally I get to join on the team. Just relax, and then all of a sudden, and then automatically you can hear the what do you call that? The electric plant?
Yeah.
What do you call that?
The transformer.
Transformer.
Is that how you call it?
Yeah.
The transformer? The
Well, when there's
Backup
like a
plans?
big box that's somewhere stationed near a neighborhood that helps pull in a lot of the power, and then it will help divert it to the other lines and stuff. A lot of times the transformers will blow, and that's when you hear that huge
yeah.
boom, and then everything goes out.
Exactly. That's what happened. And it's there's not a tropical storm, but we're being hit by the rain because there's the hurricane coming, but it's not towards us, but we're still being
Aw.
affected by it. But whatever. The hurricane season ends at the end of November, so here's hoping that nothing else hit us, but we're good. But again, I'm sorry. I'm glad I was able to come in.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh,
I just
60.
really-
How
Oh,
is
wow.
this bad? Who plays? I forgot. Jonathan Pryce plays the Master in Curse of Fatal Death, and I think that man is a handsome man. So no, that's not ill will. That's I call that. If you called me the master of Jonathan Price, I would say yes. That was a handsome man. So that's a great deal. Melina, please stay safe out there. I guess we'll unless there's anything else, we'll call it a day out there. I forgot there was one more villain. Can't believe I skipped him altogether.
Oh my God.
Biff Tannen was a villain that you could have picked too
man,
as well.
that would have been fun.
But I promise we'll revisit this game again. It was so much fun, and hopefully we can do this over in at the conventions once we start going up next year. So, anybody got any last words before we go ahead and end this?
I just missed you guys. That's it.
No, that's fine. Melanie, you're mute. You're mute. Melanie, you're mute.
Sorry, I said just
no
have
worries.
a good weekend and let's finish strong and then we start the next week. Monday is upon us.
Speaking of next week, Dave is going to be taking the controls of the Traveling TARDIS. I'm going to be taking a week off, so he's going to be running things. So keep an eye out for any messages coming out over there. Thank you, 60. Yeah, we'll definitely want to play this again and have a whole new set of villains for the master to be playing with and see how things take on out there.
We're going back to Tuesdays and not having so many episodes this 1 week.
This has been just an interesting week.
It's been insane.
Yeah,
I've
been putting
Wednesday today.
Go ahead, Kevin.
No, it's been a weird week. Yeah.
No, I go over in Kevo. We're doing something Wednesday. Kevin, we're doing something Sunday. Kevin, but I'm just like, he's going like, oh God.
And I have 3 broadcasts a week of my own. We actually have
my
one tonight
God.
as well. If anyone's around tonight, we're going to be talking about Lower Decks, Drag Race, and Lego Masters mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be on Tuesday as well. I'm one of the people that's on it. It's Dr. Donna Primer for people who are getting excited for the 60th.
Yeah.
We should be getting dates soon, right? Theoretically.
Someday.
It's only the end of October. God. So Joe and Kevo and the team over at X's for Show and Husbands Talking More or Less under there. Check Melanie out, Pieces of Melee on the Instagram. Melina, hopefully when she gets back on her feet, we'll be bringing her back more and more. Also, I think you're still on
Twitter?
Yeah, I know you're on Twitter. Yeah, check her out on Twitter, but also Melina Vader on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you're still on Dan's show, which eludes me. The Spacebook, right?
Gosh, I haven't been there in a long time, but yeah, I did talk to him to join in. So yeah, you just throw in the name there. Yes, why not?
See, you already got the hashtag guru up there. Yeah, we still haven't gotten official dates yet.
No
So
official.
I swear, when we know, we will be posting it like everywhere we can possibly find. But hopefully, we'll get those
RTD, you
dates
better
quick.
not give me like 3 days notice.
Exactly. He's going to let us know the Wednesday of, and it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm just like,
It's gonna be by the end of the month, I bet you. Probably.
I hope
and
so.
also, we don't have, as far as I know, we don't have an official. There will be no episode on the 60th. That means, and it's thanks for those of you not in the States, it's Thanksgiving Day for us.
Yeah,
when
don't
the
you be giving me
60th
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So we're kind of like, especially on Disney Plus, he might do it too. He might like, well, everybody's home in America. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but we all. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
we're
TV's already
doing-
set to other
We're
things.
not doing. Yeah, we're not home to watch Doctor Who. We're home for family, and unless we live
Football.
with a family of Whovians, we're
Macy's
not
Thanksgiving Day parade.
watching. Yeah.
As an
Sorry.
orphan, I'll cover it.
Aw. So I'll be good. It'll be on Good Morning Britain. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna be keeping
The
an
day
eye
of, they're
on
gonna
them.
announce it.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be that night of.
Mhm.
So thank you for joining
Cool.
us. We hope you had a great time. Again, we're going to have an episode on Tuesday, so keep an eye out for the notifications. Thank you so much. X's for Show, Pieces of and Melina Vader. You can follow her on Twitter, but hopefully she'll be back on our shows very soon. So thank you all. We'll see you next week. Have a great day and stay safe. Oh, wait. I forgot. Where is that thing? God dang it. There. Eventually, we'll tie this in. Before you shut the door on the way out, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and let everybody know that we are your one place for Doctor Who podcasts. So everything else, take it away, Tony. We're out of here.